Hi, folks, and welcome to this Wednesday evening edition of your local weather forecast. Well, my headlines over the next few days, including the 7-day forecast. The weekend is upon us just about. Folks start planning for the weekend on Wednesdays, so I think the weekend forecast is looking pretty good for the most part. And there's another hope of rain. We've got some details coming up on that in just a bit for you. Otherwise, we're looking at the radar. Yeah, it rained all day, basically, but it was just drizzle. Those drops are too small to be detected by weather radar, so nothing showing up here in the local area except for some ground clutter, if you will, near the radar site itself. Now, looking on the bigger picture, we continue to see a weather system that affected us, the Gulf low, off to the southeast of us. And look at a little twist in the cloud elements there, the motion south of the Florida Panhandle and the northeast Gulf of Mexico. It looks kind of like a tropical system, but I don't think that's going to happen. But there will be some locally heavy rainfall in places around that area. And that is the same system that brought this pattern of clouds and brought us some rain that we're thankful for. We wish there was more, though. A look ahead over the next several days. You can see right now the jet stream up north across Denver, Billings, Minneapolis, St. Louis, and points eastward looks pretty flat. But with time, we're going to see that kind of work its way into more of a kind of a what we call that a zonal pattern. Then it'll work its way into a little bit of more amplitude, if you will, as we see that pattern coming this way. Notice what happens there by Thursday. The system will continue to bring heavy rain to the southeast, but as you look to the north around Billings, you see a little kink in the jet stream. That's trending toward a southward build of the jet stream. That is called a trough, and that energy will just kind of work and develop eastward across the northern plains and the central plains all the way into the central U.S. there as we head into Friday. And so that energy to the north of us, you can actually see there's a broad stretch of rainfall extending from Louisiana all the way up into New York and the eastern Great Lakes. So with that system, we could see a little bit of a chance of rain, and I did increase the chance of rain on Friday just a tad to about 20 cents worth there for you. And then going into your local look at the weather in more detail, the CenLI average low for tonight, I expect 55. We should be 45. So even though does feel kind of cool, and it is, it's above normal. 25 record not there. And then going into your low temperatures, double nickels here for the Alexandria Pineville. Some lower readings up toward Winfield, Natchitoches, and Manny, where we saw some 40s up in that area, upper 40s this morning with kind of a thinning of the clouds. You head south toward Opelousas, Washington, and Ville Platte. We're going to see temperatures holding in the upper 50s. And then working for your highs, not a big range. I still think mostly upper 60s will do it, averaging about 68. Now, there could be some readings as cool as 66 or 67 if that happens to be over in the parishes and counties bordering the Mississippi River. And then some readings about 70 to 72. I've got Oakdale at 71 degrees for one of the higher readings. Got Leesville and Natchitoches in there with highs of 70 degrees in those locations. And then we can extend this into the rainfall pattern here. This is the forecasted rainfall pattern, and there's not much to it. Just a dime's worth of chances, and it could happen AM or PM. You could wake up Thursday morning on your way to work and school and see some drizzle, those pinhead-sized drops on the windshield. And otherwise, there could be a little bit of an afternoon shower in places. But again, the chance of rain only about 10%, so that's very low. Less than 1/10 of an inch of rain if you get anything at all. And the typical rainfall total for the day on November 16th is 1/1400ths of an inch. And the record rainfall, 10.02 back in 1987. And yes, I remember that system very well. It was a combination severe weather and flash flood episode. And going into your 7-day numbers, the 10% for Thursday, just outlined that pattern. We'll go to 20% on Friday with that trough taking shape to the north of us across the Midwest. That is actually going to be able to push a front through the area that will have some cooler air with it. We'll see 42 for the low Sunday morning. And of course, that means that some of the coolest readings could be in the upper 30s that morning. Very quickly, though, the weather will change in advance of the strong system coming in from the northwest as we turn things around. Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms by Sunday evening, Sunday night in places, and then that will become likely overnight Sunday into Monday morning and continue kind of off and on throughout the day on Monday before a second front will come through and pretty well clean it out by Tuesday afternoon. I got 30% there, lingering rain chances for Tuesday morning. 46 and 58, so it'll be a cool day Tuesday. And then Wednesday, mostly sunny, but 37 for your low. Right now, looks like it stays above freezing Wednesday morning, but the coldest readings could be very close to that. I wouldn't expect maybe a 33, 34 in some locations, but again, that would be the coldest, not the rule. The average I expect to be 37, but you get a 60 with nice sunshine there for your day. Now, going into your outdoors forecast here, we will see the outdoors coming in with the two majors throughout the week. And of course, that both days will have major time periods for us. And again, thanks for being with me. And that is the latest weather, and take care.